I took the paper thing out, and then I figured it was jammed, so I thought I'd flip it upside down and see if I could take the paper out of the teeth of the top part, what's called the motor, and the teeth. And then next thing you know, this thing came off the other half of the bin and freaking landed on my foot. I was wearing these sandals actually, thank God, but it felt like someone took a hammer and smashed my toe. It was like, it was the most pain I've ever had.
But yesterday you saw more black and blue.
It was more black and blue, for sure. But only in that same spot that you see in the middle there, basically. It wasn't all over the toe. And then it turned turquoise, and my little son was laughing. He goes, "You got a turquoise toe?" It was almost the color of your glove.
Yeah.
And then now today it's just a little bit sore.
Yeah, so usually when it's that black and blue, because there's a lot of blood underneath, and then when it looks like this, it's because the blood is actually came out already.
Yeah.
So basically we have this nail that you bruised from trauma, and you had blood underneath it. So yesterday it was really black.
Right.
Today not so much. Now you said it's that turquoise kind of look.
Right.
I really believe blood came out of it, because usually or else it'd still be there, but you haven't seen any blood.
No.
So this is what happens when you have a black nail. Number one, you don't do anything. It's traumatized nail. It's just blood underneath the nail. So as the new nail grows in pink and healthy from the back, that discoloration will grow out. So the crazy thing that you're going to need to know is that it's going to take 8 to 12 months for all that discoloration to grow out.
Okay.
Nail should stay together, stay intact, and it just comes out. You just trim the nail normally. The second thing that sometimes happens, because the nail does get damaged and there is blood underneath, it does get lifted. And so the nail can actually start to lift and come off. If that happens, people normally just trim it off. Or again, as the new nail comes off, grows in, the bad stuff and lifted stuff grows off, and you just maintain it as normal.
Okay.
The last thing that we do, and we're going to do today, is if the nail is really painful and there is blood underneath the nail, sometimes we do poke a hole in it to release that pressure, let the blood come out. And then we have either situation number 1 or 2, where the nail stays intact, grows out, or 2, comes off, lifted, and we just, again, wait for it to grow out. So no matter what, we're going to see this thing grow out, but we're just going to give you some relief today.
Okay.
So I'm going to be using a small little tool. You see how it's a little fine tip?
Yeah.
Just to poke a little hole. I'm not trying to touch the skin, just go through the nail. And the nice thing about this tool, it has a water drill attachment, so it does keep it relatively cool.
Okay.
If it does get too hot, you can scream.
Okay.
But I'm not going to mute your screen, so you're going to be a tough guy today.
Yeah.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So here we go. Just a little bit of some cool water, and we'll just kind of poke us. I'm just going to be surprised if blood comes out. I don't think there will, because it seems like it's been released, but we'll find out.
Okay.
Anything?
No. Hot.
There we go.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's normal reaction.
Yeah, okay.
So we just poke through. There's a little hole. So normally,
Lots of stuff comes in?
lots of stuff. It'd literally be an eruption because it's
really?
a bubble of pressure.
Oh.
So the fact that there's very little blood coming out is because I really believe it already got released.
Oh, okay.
I know it's a little sensitive for a second. You okay?
Yep.
So very little. So imagine it's literally like a geyser.
Wow.
When there's a lot of blood underneath, it just squirts out.
Okay.
So nothing today. So what you do you have polysporin at home?
Yep.
What you can do is just put a little bit of polysporin on for the next 3-4 days.
Okay.
I'm putting a little bit of betadine or iodine just on that hole so nothing gets infected.
Okay.
But you can leave it open, just put a little polysporin and you'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you feel any release of pressure? You feel any different?
It feels better, yeah. Maybe it's just a little bit of pressure in there, so.
No, for sure there's going to be some pressure. But like I said, some people, we leave it. But if you're feeling that tightness, you should feel a little bit better. That's all it was.
Awesome. Thanks, Jonathan.
You're welcome.